Bad news for Gavin Newsom and his quest to be the resistance to Trump from California. This news came out the other day. I'm going to pull it up for you right now. This news came out that Gavin Newsom and his lawsuit against Trump tariffs has been dismissed by a federal judge. U.S. District Court Judge Jacqueline Scott Curley ruled on Monday that Newsom and Attorney General Bonta did not have jurisdiction to sue Trump in the Northern District of California. In doing so, she partially sided with the U.S. Department of Justice's assertion that the case belonged in the New York-based Court of International Trade. Now, I'm going to say this as someone who actually went to law school and knows what it was like when going to law school. I'm not saying Bonta didn't go to law school, but maybe he needs to be refreshed on his first semester courses. See, when you go to law school, one of the first things they teach you is this thing called the Code of Civil Procedure. And in it, they teach you this very important thing called jurisdiction. And they quiz you on it, on whether or not your case even has jurisdiction, or whether your matter can even be heard because of jurisdictional issues. So the fact that the top attorney in California, Bonta, just had to rush to the federal court to file this lawsuit and didn't once stop and go, maybe we don't have jurisdiction to actually file this lawsuit in federal court. That thought never crossed Bonta's mind. Again, the top attorney in California, quite literally the attorney general, didn't stop to think this might be important to look into the jurisdiction. Mind you, they made this huge monumental error, a basic error of lawyering 101 on your tax dollars. And what do I mean by it's your tax money that is paying for this monumental flub up and this dismissal of this case? Well, it's because back in December, they came to this deal for $50 million in the state budget just to, quote, Trump-proof the state. So Gavin Newsom and California Democrats in the legislature literally set aside $50 million of your tax dollars to grandstand and sue Donald Trump. As if there's not enough problems in California, they decided we're going to Trump-proof California and we're going to be the resistance, and we're going to spend $50 million of your hard-earned money and your tax dollars on lawsuits. And any lawsuit we can think of and any lawsuit that we can rush to federal court over, we're going to file it. So Gavin Newsom suffers a big black eye, embarrassing black eye. So does Bonta for not knowing basic jurisdictional issues as the top lawyer here in California. They're going to appeal it. I think it's their intention to try and get this up to the Ninth Circuit. But jurisdiction is jurisdiction. It's a pretty basic tenet of law and practicing law. I don't know how you appeal that decision and say now all of a sudden jurisdiction applies where it didn't normally apply. But they're going to waste your tax dollars and they're going to waste your money appealing it anyway, because they just have to sue Trump over quite literally everything. And they don't even stop to see if it has any validity or any real chance of making it. They just decide we're going to grandstand and we're going to sue and we're going to make a big deal out of it because it's not their money. They're not hiring people. It's your money. So big black eye for Gavin Newsom this week as he loses in federal court. His case gets dismissed over jurisdictional issues. Obviously, they're going to sue and sue and sue Donald Trump the more they can. But I think we should all be a little bit more mad at the fact that they are spending so much money of our tax dollars to fight and, quote, fight Donald Trump and Trump-proof California when they can't even get a basic federal complaint right.